cruise ship is going to pay you some good amount of money. Of course, 6-figure salary. Contrary to where you have been working, where you've been receiving 5-figure salary, and this is going to be a life-changing career. So you need to understand that most of our young people, the ones that are getting these jobs, that are within the age of 21 and 35, a very tricky age where when someone holds a very huge amount of money or a heavy or a larger amount of salary, there is a lot that is coming into your way, and there are a few things that you'll do because of this financial change. So allow me today to speak about finances and how are you going to handle yourself and some of the investments that you may invest in, even if you go away from your sea, or you're going to work at sea and then living at sea for all those periods that you'll be there, and at the same time making sure that your money works for you. My name is Ernest, and if this is an interesting story, if this is an interesting content, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Of course, we all know that money and salary and financial is the one that's making us look for these jobs. And for sure, for real, that's why we are running away from our countries and looking for jobs abroad, looking for jobs in overseas to ensure that we get even more money and more salaries, of course, to change our financial status. One of the things that maybe I've just realized is, of course, these jobs will have to an end. These jobs, one of these fine days, you need to prepare yourself that they will come to an end. If you are a crew member or you are an aspiring crew member and you're about to go to this level, let me prepare you in terms of financial knowledge. You'll have to understand this because some of our people perish because they don't have the knowledge. So I'll just share out one of my views so that you understand what is it all about. If you get this job, it's not just a matter of getting money. It's not a matter of persevering the hard conditions and then coming home empty-handed. Or when after you have finished all these jobs, I know one of these fine days, maybe there will be no cruise ships, or maybe because the world is changing. Okay, so before everything now turns out to be a negative to you, let me prepare you enough so that you understand how do you deal with money? How do you understand the language of money? It's very, very important. One of the things that I'm going to speak about today is a little bit general, to just make you aware that the job and the money that you're receiving right now, that is the 6-figure salary, it's just for a moment. You need to understand that retirement is coming. So what do you do if you want to stay consistent and at least accumulate some wealth? Whenever you look back after some time, you'll say, I worked at cruise ship and this is what happened and this is what I got. I have this one and I also got something like this. So a lot of people I know who are working on a cruise ship, or those ones who work away from their homes, even if you are working in Kuwait, you are working in the Gulf or Saudi Arabia, and you are looking at how do I invest some of my money when I get my money? Because we are losing a lot of cash when it comes to trust, because we don't have to trust the people who are at home, even if it's your brother, even if it's maybe your mom. But most of our parents, some of them, they don't know what are the current situations, or maybe they are not, I'm sorry to say this, because they are not learned enough to understand how are the current investments that one can take. So it's upon you to understand all these strategies so that you can do a better investment to yourself and to your future and to your even retirement, and even to plan for your life and for you. If you have kids right now, it's a different story. But for those ones who don't have kids, or you are single or you're married, you need to plan this very well, because if without this knowledge, you are going nowhere. Yeah, that's the truth. You know, money flies in and money flies out. So you need to understand this before you get that salary, before you get that 200,000 Kenya shillings per month, before you get that 250,000 every end month. You need to understand how you're going to play around with this money so that by the time you come back home, you'll find something positive. Where money has accumulated, you'll find some interest very good investments. You have to look for the very best investments. You have to look for where money can make you interest. I know some of you run to circles, you run to put your money in the bank. These are the common ones that you understand very well. That when I put my money in the bank in a fixed account, or when I put my money in account, I know fixed account, after some time it will have some interest. But I have another vision or another different version, which I think it's just an advice that if you follow this one, maybe it can help you in today or in future. Okay, so understanding these financial investments is very important thing. Look here. What I want you to do is to look at investments where you don't lose any money, with low risks, where you don't lose your money. Stop giving people money. Okay, your money is your hard-earned money, so you don't have to trust someone to keep for you at home or put under the bed so that when you come back you'll find your money there. That's a long gone story. So what you have to do is to look for investments. I'm not saying about to be careful about pyramid schemes. What I'm talking about is real investment opportunities where you can put in your money. Even if you are on cruise ship, you still have to earn your interest and you still earn a lot of money. You can buy assets, yes. You can create wealth, yes. But I know these investments will come. But where you want to save your money, where at least your money can give you something at the end of the day. So perhaps one of the suggestions that I can offer you is try to look at money market funds. They are very, very important and they are good. First of all, there's low risk and your money is guaranteed. You can withdraw anytime. So money market funds, I don't know how it works in your country, or I don't know how it works in any other African countries or abroad, but whatever we understand in Kenya is this is companies which will go to invest your money on your behalf. You open an account with them, and then when you get you open account, you invest with them, then they will do the investments on your behalf, and then they will have some good percentage that your money will earn. Okay, so money market fund is one of the best if you feel like you want to do a better investment or money that was working for you, other than just keeping your money in a current account where this money is being used by the banks to go and also do it, and before they bring you a very small amount. You have to think about different types of money market fund. I'll explain this in another video where we have different types of money market funds, and some of the companies which are offering these services where people come and then they sign up and then they invest their money into this. Okay, we shall look into details what a money market fund and how you can do this. At the same time, the second thing you can do if you want to keep your money and then the money will accumulate or you have some interest on it, you can use on bonds, government bonds. In Kenya here we have the central bank which is offering government bonds, and then you can buy bonds, invest and wait for some interest at the end of the year. Then we have also company shares. Okay, so these three are very important if you have them, and if you want to accumulate wealth in another way or the other, then there is also another one of the savings or for the kids and everything. That one is, and then the retirement benefit. Those are some of the things that we shall look about in the next series of financial aspect in terms of crew members and cruise ship employees who want to make money. Listen carefully. Cruise ship, they will not give you any how do you call them, any benefits after you finish your contract. So you have to prepare yourself with your salary. You have to prepare yourself to ensure that in case of any emergency or in case of any alterations, then you can still have your money with you, or still have a financial backup or a financial muscle where it can run you a little bit even if you want to start your own self-employed business or invest in other aspects of your life. So this is very important, and I think it will be a very an eye-opening factor, because what I know is cruise ship jobs will not do it forever. Okay, you can't do these jobs forever because things might change. So before you start looking for these jobs, or before you plan to get a job on a cruise ship, you have to understand that in a short while your salary will not be the same like what you have been looking for. So you have to look at ways how you're going to do this. There are rules of investment, rules of division, rules of how, when you get your money, when you get like 300,000 Kenya, if you get like 300,000 Kenya shillings, what do you do first? For example, if I have my money here, what should I do first before I start spending? Before you do what? How is your expenditure? Plan yourself very well. Okay, so, and this is very important because we have people who are so confused. At the same time, we know leisure, you have to plan how much amount of money should I go for rent, how much, if you are renting an apartment, how much money should I put in my savings, and how much money am I going to invest, and how much money should I give tithe if you are a Christian or you are a Muslim, or you follow religious aspect of it. So this is very important to anyone who wants to know this. Then stay here, because we are going to have another series which we shall be talking about money and how much you're going to do with your cash when you get a job on a cruise ship. My name is Ernest. Thank you for watching. Make sure you follow, subscribe, and don't forget to watch the rest of the series. This is very, very important and it's going to change your life. Thank you, and see you in my next video.